1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You were like a whole second behind.
The thing is, you don't really need to do that. You both, because really, you should both say 1 at the same time, and then you can do it evenly that way. Anyway, that's Sam's problem. He can figure that out.
Yes, he can figure that out.
Hello,
right,
Sam.
are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go then. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Big Bad Bike Show, the motorcycle podcast that brings you the latest news and top quality content. Or at least we try to, with the usual banter and BS thrown in for free. I am your host Ash Haw, the Up North biker, and joining me as always is Chris Chippy Ballard.
Hello.
Say hello, Chippy. Oh, there we go. Not our usual host this week, as Sam has no internet with moving house. It's a pretty crap excuse,
that
me and
really
Chippy
is.
think.
Mine got sorted the day before I moved house, so there's no reason
I think he's just but we've got a good punishment for him. He can do the editing for a change because Sam does nothing, does he? Really?
No, he doesn't really contribute to this podcast.
No, he doesn't. We do most of it, don't we?
Yeah.
If you're listening on YouTube, please like and subscribe. You can hit the notification bell, and that way you will never miss another podcast or another video when I can be asked to put another one out there. If you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can rate us and leave a review. Please give us 5 stars, even if you don't like us. Who cares? You know, they're not going to come. Podcast police aren't going to come around and tell you off. Just give us 5 stars. You can get in contact with us at podcast@bigbadbs.co.uk, and now you can get in contact with us with questions about bikes, about racing. We'll try and answer them best we can, or even just some feedback. Let us know whether you like the show, whether you don't like the show, whether you think we should kick Sam off because he's no good at the show. You know, he doesn't put any content in.
Doesn't even turn up.
Doesn't even turn up. And yeah, so that's podcast@bigbadbs.co.uk to get in contact with us. Chippy, would you like to tell us what's coming up on the show?
Yes, so got an all new Who Am I, which is me this week. MotoGP in Thailand and World Superbike finale in Spain, and predictions for MotoGP in Malaysia. But that's in 2 weeks, isn't it? That's not actually.
It is. It's not next week. It's not this weekend because there's no racing on this weekend.
Yeah, there's nothing on this weekend.
I actually had to have a look at the calendar just to. You're going to put your predictions in.
I am now, and I've just seen who you've put. You've just put the favourites for everything. So thanks for choosing who I wanted to choose.
That's all right. Well, it was blank, and usually I'm the last one to pick.
Yeah,
so.
to be fair, you are.
So, Chippy, what have you been up to?
Let me scroll back at the page because I can't actually remember what I've done. I've done a lot of night shifts, so I know that much. This is actually my first day off, but this is quite good because we're recording at 6:30 in the afternoon, in the evening, which means I can still get to bed early tonight rather than having to stay up till past midnight, which is good. But yeah, I'm just knackered. I don't really want to do this, but here we are. Still doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fair
but
enough.
no, there's not really a lot been happening. My shed's finally arrived, so you've got a little project now.
Yes, I do.
Which you can do this weekend.
I'm not doing this weekend.
Well, you are. And also, we've got other stuff to put up on the walls. And
yes, I know. So I've got to go around with my drill. And
yes, you have.
Do loads of free work for you.
Yes, you have. What about you? What have you done?
Not an awful lot this week. I have been binge watching the Star Wars animated series called Rebels.
Sake.
So, well, the thing is, right? What you got to understand is all the animated series they came out after the episode 1, 2, and 3. So it kind of fills in the gaps of certain films, and I wanted to watch them so I can sort of know who certain people are.
Isn't Star Wars for children? Is it not time you grew out of it now? You're like 30, 32? 33?
Yes, 32, yeah.
32 years old.
Star Wars is brilliant. Star Wars is great.
Oh, God, it's for children. It's really not
It's
good.
not. It's so good. I'm even thinking about getting myself like a proper like lightsaber, you know, like the collector's
God, I
ones.
thought you'd already had one.
I had a couple of them, but I sold them a while ago.
You're such a nerd. It is unbelievable.
No, I've got the green dragon dagger from Power Rangers. I've got that.
God's sake. Grow up.
What? There must have been something when you were a kid which you like asked for Christmas and never got.
I don't know really, but like you say, when I was a kid, yes, not now.
Yeah, but then like when you're older, you've got money to spend the money on this thing, and all I wanted when I was a kid was the green. No, all I wanted was the Green Ranger's dragon dagger. That's all I wanted, and I asked for it every Christmas, and I never got it. And now I've got it. I've got it in my cupboard.
Yeah, but you're 32 now.
So
I've got better things to spend my money on. Like a shed.
Fair enough. Like a shed.
Yeah.
I am going to get a new car this weekend. Going back to Yorkshire to pick it up.
Your Citroen C3 Picasso.
Citroen C3 Picasso.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And there's a bloke at work who's going to be fitting a tow bar for me. Tow bar onto the back, and I'm getting myself a 2-berth caravan.
Oh my God, you're not.
I am.
You're
getting
not.
myself a little 2-berth. Oh, I can't wait.
Oh God. Oh, you are one of those people I hate.
Oh, what do you mean one of them people?
Where are you
What,
gonna
just
go?
caravan
what are you
people?
going to do?
Well, I'm going to hook it to the back and go and stay places.
Oh, why don't you just get a camper van? They're so much cooler.
Because the thing is with a caravan is, right, you can unhitch it when you get there, and you can actually drive around in your car if you want to go to local area and places.
You can do that in a camper van.
No, but you can't, because you've got to set up the camper van and get all your awning put on in that. And
Oh
then,
yeah, if you got an awning.
Yeah, but then you usually would, because you need the space.
I didn't have an awning when I had a van.
And then you have to drive away from your pitch and all that crap.
Pitch?
It's better just to, well, you know, it's
I'd
better. Well, yeah.
Well, camp.
Well, yeah, but this obviously that's the difference with a camper van, isn't it? Because you've got the power.
Yeah, I suppose.
Whereas
Yeah,
I don't have that. Well, I probably will fit some leisure batteries and stuff to it, but I've actually seen a caravan nearby, which I'm going to go have a look at. Do you want to know how much it is?
Go on.
450 quid.
Oh God, it's going to be really top of the range. That.
It was made in 1989.
Oh God, I can already smell it. It's going to be disgusting.
No, it won't be when I've finished with it. I'm going to lick a paint and a bits and bobs, and yeah,
God.
I'm going to go caravanning.
It's just a sense of freedom you don't get with other holidays.
It is, you know. If I just feel like, you know, get up on a Friday night, just thinking, what can I do this weekend? Oh, I know, I'll go to Loch Ness and just camp there.
Clog up all the
weekend.
roads for people just trying to get on with the day.
Yeah, in my little 1.6 turbo diesel.
Oh
Citroen
God,
Picasso.
even your car's tragic. Oh God.
Well, the car's actually called Lionel.
It's not. It's called
The car's
C3
called Lionel.
Picasso. It's.
And the reason why it's called Lionel is because this was my late grandmother's car, and she obviously went to my mum, and she called it Lionel because every time she got in the car, Lionel Richie was playing. So,
Well, I've been listening to Richard Hammond's audio book. Does that mean that my car should now be called Hammond?
no, your car's called Bluey. We've discussed
It's not.
this.
It's called Ford Focus because that's what it's called. It came out. Ford actually named it for me.
Well, yeah, that's all I've been up to. So I'm looking forward to hopefully doing some caravanning at some point. You can join us if you like.
I'm not joining you, thank you.
Come on, it's been good.
No, I've got a house. You're going to have a leaky caravan.
That'll be right. At least when I've lost my job and everything, I'll just live in the caravan. Hello, my name is Gypsy Joe. I live in a caravan. Sam didn't even put a catch up.
Did he
That's
not?
how much.
He
That's
just
how
can't be
much
bothered,
he's
can he?
committed. Can't be asked, can he? You know.
He came up with this. We're now like
did, yeah.
doing this when we really can't be bothered, and
Well,
he's
that's it,
not
yeah.
contributing anything.
Nothing at all. We haven't had any feedback this week. Like I say, please do. Please just email at podcast@bigbadbs.co.uk. Give us some feedback.
Well, we
Give
might
us
have had
just
some
something.
feedback, but Sam couldn't be bothered to tell us.
Oh, right, okay. Well, anyway, feedback. We do have Discord chat and stuff like that. Only one other person gets involved in that. But thank you, Ryan. We appreciate that.
Yes.
So that's it for the catch-up and feedback. So we shall move on to the Who Am I? And last week was mine. So I'll read out the clues, which was I was born on the 6th of January 2000, Valencia in Spain. In 2016, they made their debut, replacing injured Dominic Agatar in Moto2. And he or she has ridden in both MotoGP and World Superbikes. And the answer was Chippy?
Iker Lecuona. But I only got that because I know you, not really your clues.
Yeah, I figured you would get it because I think the clue, which was MotoGP and World Superbikes,
that was
give it away for you.
Yes. But
yes, so that was mine. That was great. Nobody came messaged in and guessed it, but you can do it. podcast@bigbadbs.co.uk.
Yes,
please do email in with your guess, and we'll read your name out on the show. All right,
yes.
And you'll be famous among about 6 other people. You put it to secret for your Who Am I this week, Chippy? So why don't
because I didn't want you googling it first.
Oh, of course.
Right. So it's you might get this. Although to be fair, the clues I've given, I could have given more obvious clues, but I didn't want to. I kind of wanted to make it challenging. But anyway, the first clue: I was born in 1990 in Britain. It's not me. I've won the Suzuka 8-hour race 3 times. And the third and final clue, which is probably going to give it away, I won the British Superbike Championship in 2013.
I didn't even watch BSB at that time, so I ain't got a clue.
I think
2000.
Yeah, I think Sam will probably get this one straight away.
Probably. Hold on, so he's 33.
Yes.
2000. Oh, I think I know who it might be.
Go on, message me. If you put Valentino Rossi again, I'm going to kill you.
This is just a guess, so don't fucking... And I think this is quite a good guess for me.
No. It's not him, but that was a good guess. It's not him.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I had a go anyway. So, yeah, if you do want to email them with a guess, podcast@bigbadbs.co.uk, leave your name, we'll read it out on the show. Groovy. So, I guess that brings us on to the news.
Yes. There is no news this week. I mean, I'm sure there is if I really went to try and find some, but I couldn't be bothered. And secondly, I don't think there is any news. But there is a confirmed championship from this weekend, which was the World Superbike Championship for Alvaro Bautista, which we kind of all guessed at the start of the season that was going to happen. Some confirmed rides for next year. We've got Iker Lecuona and Xavi Vierge have extended their contracts with Honda in World Superbikes. Storm Stacey staying with GR Motorsport in BSB. And that's it, really. Yeah. That's kind of it for the news.
So, Iker Lecuona, because there was rumour he was going to go to MotoGP, wasn't there?
Yeah, to take one of the Honda seats. I think that's going to be...
They're now filled, aren't they? Well, are they not filled yet?
No, Marquez's replacement hasn't. Yeah.
Which could be DG Antonio.
Yes, well, I've put silly season just below the news this week, because we always seem to want to talk about it. But then for some reason we always save it for the end, so I thought if I put it there this week. So the silly season rumours. Gian Antonio to Repsol Honda is rumoured to be a done deal.
To be honest, it's better than him going to World Superbikes if he wants to stay in MotoGP. He ain't got much of a choice, has he, really?
Yeah, and I don't know who Repsol Honda are going to get otherwise, unless they brought Lecuona back, but obviously they can't now, or just took a punt on somebody from Moto2.
Well, hopefully Di Antonio rides on that Repsol Honda like he has for the last bit of this season.
Yeah.
Because the past few races he's been really good. I don't know where he's been all season.
I still don't think he's good enough, but he's not as bad as he has been.
Yeah. But to be honest, I put DG Antonio above Johan Mir at the moment.
Yeah, I would. If it wasn't for Johan Mir winning that championship, I think, yeah.
I don't think he would have stayed in MotoGP very long after Suzuki obviously dropped him.
Yes. And the other bit of silly season, which I was quite surprised at this. I did put this in the chat the other day, and I did wonder why you didn't react to it. You obviously didn't read it. Tommy Bridewell to sign for Honda UK in BSB.
What? What?
I mean, I suggest you go back and read the chat, because obviously there's stuff on there which I can't really say on the pod. But it's rumoured that it's actually... Well, I heard something mentioned on World Superbikes the other day in qualifying, and then I saw somebody put it online about this rumour, and then quite quickly I found out it was quite likely to be happening.
So as in, when you say Honda UK, you mean like HRC?
Yeah, as in like Andy
Tom
Irwin's
Neve
teammate. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to be teammates to Andy Irwin, not Glenn Irwin, if this happens. But it's...
And is this because PBM have thought your attitude stinks?
Well, I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me, but I'd have thought they'd have kept him anyway, because I don't know who they're going to get as a replacement.
Yeah, but he's just won.
Yeah,
he's just won it.
He's taken the number one plate to Honda if this happens.
Why wouldn't the one? I know obviously he's been a bit of a bellend this season, and a lot of people would agree, but he's now the BSB champion. Why wouldn't they keep him on the Ducati?
Yeah.
I think that's a bad move from PBM.
Yeah, I do. It'd be interesting to see who they get as a replacement. They must have somebody else lined up, possibly.
Tommy Bridewell is going to do nowhere near as good on that Honda as he did on that Ducati.
No. It'll still be up there, I think.
It will, but I don't think this is Tommy's choice. I genuinely don't.
No.
If you were Tommy, you'd want to stay on that Ducati, wouldn't you?
Yes. But yeah,
I wonder if they'll get to replace him.
Well, the thing is, I was speaking to somebody the other day, and they said that they think it's going to be Christian Idden going back there, because he was there with Josh Brooks a couple of years ago. And I think they got rid of him and then brought Tom Sykes in, who did nothing. But when he was there, when Christian Idden was there, he actually did all right.
Yeah, because, well, to be fair, Christian Idden's on a Ducati at the moment anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, that was Bridewell's old team.
Yeah.
So he's replaced Bridewell once. We could do it again. But yeah, I was a bit shocked with that.
I am.
But I've also heard that Jordan Bird, who's now running the team, after Paul Bird died, apparently she went absolutely skits at Glenn Irwin and Bridewell at the end of the season. This what I've heard. I don't know if it's true. This is what I heard from somebody at work. Yeah, apparently.
What, as in what, with their attitude or with the way they raced, or
just with what happened with all the drama? Apparently, she wasn't very happy. Again, I don't know if this is true. This might be complete nonsense, but that's what I've heard.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens there, because I don't know if Tommy will be up there on that Honda.
Well, Glenn Irwin was there before he moved to PBM, and he always got into the showdown, but he finished the season like fourth, roughly, third, fourth, fifth. But then I was thinking, who are they going to get? Because I was thinking maybe Brad Ray, if they offered him loads of money to come back, but I don't think he would. Will they take a punt on somebody like Tom Booth Amos? But apparently he's going to World Supersport next year. Who else did I say? I can't remember. Tom Sykes, but apparently he's
Tom Sykes?
Yeah, I thought maybe they'd have another go with Tom Sykes, but I don't think they will.
Yeah, but Christian Idden's getting on a bit as well, though, isn't he?
He is, but he's still got it. Although he didn't have a very good year last year.
He is very good.
So yeah, it'd be interesting to keep an eye on that.
I think.
I can't believe you didn't see that in the chat.
No, well, to be fair, I didn't read it. Sorry.
Brilliant. Yes, I shall go back to where I've put it all in there because I was dead excited about it. Neither you or Sam were responding to it. And I was like, why aren't you too excited about this?
When was this you put it in?
Only a couple of days ago.
Was it the weekend? Because I was busy.
Yes, it was.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I definitely didn't see it then.
Right. I'll
Plus, you're still on probation for being mean.
Well, we did have our little falling out. Well, no, we didn't have a fallout. You had a strop.
No.
You didn't talk to me for 2 days.
No, I didn't have a strop.
You did have a strop.
No, I just said, don't you go enjoy your date.
You're so stroppy. You were such a child.
And then you felt really, really bad.
Yeah, I did. I felt really bad for the rest of the day.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Such a knob. Such a knob. Anyway, shall we crack on?
Let's crack on. Are we going to talk about the MotoGP first, or are we going to talk about World Superbikes first?
Well, I saw World Superbike Race 1, and then I didn't see any of the rest after I saw Bautista won the championship.
Well, all I saw was the MotoGP sprint and the feature race. I didn't see any other racing this weekend.
Brilliant. We're so good at this.
We are very good at this because we've actually brought up some stuff.
Sam's going to be sat there thinking they're just blagging this week. But at least we turned up.
Yeah, we turned up, Sam.
So what should we go with? Should we just go with MotoGP Sprint just because it's the first one in the document?
I'll start on this one then.
Go on then.
So Jorge Martin won the Thai MotoGP Sprint race, leading from the start to finish and cutting Francesco Bagnaia's lead in the championship. Brad Binder finished in second place after a battle with Luca Marini. Marc Marquez made an impressive comeback, finishing in fourth place. Bagnaia had a difficult race, dropping to 9th place after a rough start, but managed to recover to 17th. Several riders, including Taki Nakagami and Augusto Fernandez, had incidents during the race. Fabio Di Gianantonio retired due to a technical issue, and Maverick Vinales had a challenging race, slipping to 18th place after a braking incident. Most riders opted for medium front and medium rear tyres, except for Jack Miller, who chose the hard rear. Alex Rins was unable to participate in the race due to ongoing injuries.
Shock.
Well, there was a bit of, yeah, I mean, to be fair, the lad was in a wheelchair this year.
Yeah, true.
I mean, he had a pretty bad injuries. If he can't race because he's got a bad leg, I kind of understand.
Are you going to say he's finished, like you said Marc Marquez was finished after his injury? Oh, it wouldn't be the same.
Not. Absolutely not.
No, because you like
Rins will come back. Rins will come back.
God,
hey,
such a fan.
Do you know what? I have had nothing but good things to say about Marc Marquez recently.
Actually, yeah, no, you've been quite.
Have I not?
Yeah, you've been quite nice about him. And I actually think if he wins again, you're going to celebrate as much as me.
I'm not going to. I don't think I'll celebrate as much as you, but I'd be like I say. He's when he was winning. He was sort of the big I am. He was the big. We always talk about Marc Marquez, don't we? So he was the big I am. He was like, oh, I'm the champion. All these championships, I'm smashing everybody left, right, and centre. Then he came off his bike and obviously hurt himself quite badly. And he's come back now. And to me, he's lost all that dickish persona of.
He's a bit more human now, isn't he?
He is more human now, and he's like I said before in another podcast, he's like a phoenix that's risen from the ashes, reborn, a different man. And I think now, I'm actually enjoying watching him race because he's come from being absolutely screwed to possible career over, and he's now going to freaking Ducati. And it'll be interesting to see what he's like. I don't think he'll win the championship next year.
I think it'll be the year after.
I don't even think it'll be the year after.
Well, the thing is, he's only got a 1-year contract there. And apparently he said something like if he's not enjoying it, at the end of next year he's just going to retire. Or it's retirement's a possibility or something. So I think he's just wanting to enjoy racing again. Yeah.
I don't think he'll win another championship at all.
I do.
But I think he'll win some races next year.
Who do you think, I mean this is getting on to what we're probably going to be talking about pre-season, who do you think is going to finish higher next year? Pedro Costa or Marc Marquez?
Probably
Who do you
Marc
want?
Marquez.
Yeah, I was going to say, who do you want to finish higher?
I would like Acosta to, but that's only because I really like Acosta. I've liked watching him ever since he came in, and he's just been really good. But no, I think Marc Marquez will finish higher. Oh, I don't know though, because it's a new bike.
It is.
They're
But
both
it's a Ducati.
It's
And
a
yeah, he's on a
Ducati,
new
but-
bike, and it's a new class.
Yes.
It's got
No,
to
I
be
think-
Marquez.
No, I think it's got to be Marquez, but I reckon I'm going to be eating my words on that.
Anyway, going back to it, before
Anyway.
we went off on a tangent. Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway,
Anyway.
is that it for
Bagnaia had a
MotoGP?
bit of a mare, didn't he? In the sprint.
Yeah, he got beat up a bit, didn't he? I thought he was
He
being a
did.
bit too. He's been a bit too careful.
I think he was just playing it safe because in the sprint race, that is more likely the race you're going to come off because
Yeah.
you're pushing it because you've not got as many laps and you can use your tyres. You can absolutely blitz them. And I think he was just playing it safe, thinking if I come off in this sprint race, I'm going to be screwed for the feature race. That's where the points is.
Yes.
And obviously it paid off for him in the end. But Jorge Martin at the moment, I want him to win. I want Jorge to win.
I do as well. I think. Yeah, I do.
I've got nothing against Bagnaia, nothing against him whatsoever, but it's just, I just want him to. I really want him to win. I don't
So you're
know
choosing
why.
a Spaniard over an Italian.
I am, but it's because like, it's the whole Pramac beating Lenovo.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a proper slap into the face to the factory team.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it'd be good. And
He
I've
was
never
good in
actually
Moto3 as well. He set a lot of records,
Yes,
I think,
he
in
was.
Moto3.
But it's also the fact that I've never seen a satellite team beat a factory team. I've never seen that before. So I think that's a lot to do with it as well. Brad Binder, he was having a class race as well. I mean, he was originally named like the sprint master, wasn't he?
Yeah.
At the start of the season, he was really good.
He's doing all right the last few weeks again. He's picked up a little bit of form again, I think.
Definitely. And obviously, we know he's good at the sprints, and that KTM is just coming on leaps and bounds.
Yes.
But yeah,
Sorry,
Marc Marquez finishing fourth. Class for him. He only just got the fourth though, didn't he? On the last lap, I think he
Was it
pipped
the last
someone
time?
to
I
the
can't
line.
actually remember it that well.
He pipped somebody to the line and he just got fourth. I can't remember who it was. But yeah. Obviously Taki Nakagami and Augusto Fernandez, they came off.
I've just sorry, just to interrupt.
Yeah, go on.
I've just Googled, ChatGPT'd. The last time a satellite team won a MotoGP World Championship, and it's never happened, apparently.
Well, there you go.
I was thinking, I can't remember a time when it's happened, but
no, it's
somebody
always
might
been
correct
factory
me and
team.
say, "Shut up, you idiot! It happened this year," but I can't remember what year it was.
And if you want to
apparently
correct
it's never
him, you
happened.
can email in at podcast@bigbadbs.co.uk and correct
Yes.
him and just
Because
say you are a douche.
I'm bound to get lots of things wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, a few crashes in that, and obviously Maverick didn't have a great race. He didn't have a great weekend, to be honest.
No.
Which is usual Maverick, innit? He either does really well or absolutely shite.
I think he's never going to do anything. I think
No.
there's better riders out there.
I think if he ever had a chance at winning the championship, it would have been when he was number 25, when he was on the Yamaha. That was his best shot. Back when, obviously, he was riding with Rossi.
Yeah.
I think that was his best shot, and it's gone now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the Aprilia isn't a capable bike, as it is, because obviously we've seen Aleix Spargo can ride the absolute wheels off it, but...
Yeah, but I don't think he's that great either.
No. But he's better than Maverick.
Yeah. If they if Aprilia had the riders that somebody like KTM's got, I think Aprilia would be winning a lot more races. Aprilia's got the bike, they haven't got the riders, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we thought that obviously Marc Marquez might go to Aprilia, didn't we?
Yeah, I thought that made sense. So did Sam.
It did,
and,
but obviously he's... So is it true that he's sort of like bought his way into Ducati then? Is that how he's done it?
No, I think he's had to pay his contract out for Honda.
For Honda, yeah.
I don't know how many millions that was.
But somebody said, I'm pretty sure somebody said that he was going to buy 51% of the shares in like...
Oh, I heard that rumour
Ducati
a while ago. I don't know if that has happened.
Oh, right. I don't know if that's how he got on the bike. But fair play if he could. That's class, to be fair. I quite like that.
Yes.
Jack Miller chose the hard rear. Again, he didn't have a great weekend.
He never does, though, does he, Jack Miller?
I think he needs to go to World Superbikes or...
become a test rider.
Yeah. I do like Jack Miller. I've got nothing against the lad.
I love Jack Miller.
It's class. I love him. I love having an Aussie in there. It's the closest thing we've got to a Brit in there anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just... that bike is kind of wasted, I think.
Mm.
I also, as we've discussed, I would have liked Pedro Acosta to be on that bike.
Yeah, but it's the same bike in gas.
It's not the same. It's not the same support though.
It's not the same support, I suppose. But anyway, we've been over that. Should we go to Moto3?
Yeah, you can talk through Moto3 and Moto2 because I didn't watch either of them.
So, Moto3, these are very short notes, by the way. Moto3, near the beginning, Sasaki crashed and massively dented his championship hopes. That's why I wanted you to watch it, because it was, I think before the race, only like 4 points between him and Jaume Masia.
I bet you were like, haha, that was Ash's prediction.
No, but I do want Masia to win the championship.
Yeah, but would you not like see Sasaki? Oh, well, he's messed it up now.
Yeah, there's a few riders I want to see win Moto3. I just think Jaume Masia has been in there a few years. He seems a nice enough lad. And he looks like a world champion at the minute, I think. Yeah. But yeah, he just missed out on the podium, Masia. Alonso won again.
Whoa!
Is it Toya Furusato? I'm not sure of his first name. He finished second, and Colin Vire finished third.
I always try and pronounce that Vieja, I don't know why. Whenever I see Vire.
Yeah, I'm now doubting whether it's Colin. I'm sure it's Colin. Is it Colin?
Vire?
Doesn't sound very Dutch, does it, Colin?
No. Oh, hello, Colin. Imagine if it's called
Colin.
Neville. Neville Vire. But Alonso first. Get on Alonso. I don't think he's going to win this year, but we like Alonso.
We do.
I can see a bright future for that lad, definitely.
Yeah, he's going places.
Do you reckon he's going to have another year in Moto3, isn't he?
Oh, it is Colin. Yeah, I'm sure he's signed there next year. So is Holgado. He's staying.
Yeah.
I can't remember who else. I'm pretty sure... Is Sasaki moving on? I'm sure Sasaki's moving up to Moto2.
Yes,
I know
isn't he?
Jaume Masia is.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Do you not think Masia should stay in Moto3?
Nah, I think he's had his time. Or else he's going to turn into John McPhee. Spanish McPhee.
I don't know about that.
He's been there some years now.
It's
got to be 5 or 6 years, is it? But yeah, I think it's his time to move on, especially if he can win the championship. Take it with him.
Fuck, we give John McPhee a lot of shit.
Yeah, we do. He's not got a ride for next year.
Oh, no.
I don't think, as it stands. Because he lost.
Can't he just come to BSB?
I'd love him to come to... Even British Supersport. Put him on the bike that Tom Booth Amos was on last year.
Yeah.
Or the, what they called, Macadam Yamaha, or Triumph, as they're going to be next year.
Macadam, they're going, aren't they?
No, that's...
that's McCams. Sorry, that's McCams,
yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Or Macadam, as Sam said.
Macadam.
I was listening to
Lieutenant Dang, ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, enough about Sam. He didn't even turn up.
Yeah.
Anything else to note on Moto3? Was many people come off, or?
I don't think so. The Brits didn't do particularly well.
What about Josh Watley?
Do you know what? I think he might have actually finished higher than Scott Ogden. Or I'm sure he started higher than him. I don't actually know where he finished. But
God, why are we so shy in everything we do? Any sport. Brits are just naff. Well, except from, obviously, Johnny Ray and World Superbikes. Can't take it away from him. Mind you, is he classed as... He's classed as British, isn't he?
He's classed as British, of course. Yeah, because he wins. He's definitely British.
Not Irish at all, no.
Yeah. Let me just have a quick look at the standings. So Scott Ogden was 22nd. Oh, Josh Watley was 30th.
Was Anna
Oh, hang on, sorry. That's the standings. That is the standings for the season.
Oh.
Josh Watley 23rd, Scott Ogden 20th. So Ogden did... Oh, he's about 15 seconds ahead of him, but...
Was Anna racing or not?
No.
Oh. Yeah.
I'd be surprised if she comes back this year.
Oh, I got my form through, by the way.
Ah, we did today. About giving blood.
Yes, so it says to take that with me when we give blood.
Yes.
Because they've got to fill it out and stuff.
Yeah.
A mate of mine at work today, Jono. Do you know Jono Griffiths?
I know the name. I don't know if I've met him.
He was telling me, I doesn't know why, but the last time he gave blood, he's given blood loads of times. He sat there, they put the needle in him, and he just passed out.
Well, the first time I gave blood, I nearly passed out. They had to tip me back in the chair and put my head like lower than my feet.
Oh, great!
No. It wasn't because of the blood. It was because I've finished at this point. She's taken the needle out and everything, but then she grabbed the bag and she sort of like squeezed it, and I saw the blood and it just made me feel sick, and I nearly passed out.
Because you're scared of blood, basically.
Yeah, because I was a bit of a wuss that day.
All right, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, so I've got the form. For anybody that is listening that hasn't listened before, me and Chippy had a bet, which was that if Anna Carrasco scores 1 point this season, Chippy would pass his CBT and get a bike. And if she didn't get a point, I have to give blood. And I kind of gave up on Anna Carrasco winning a point, and now she's fallen off. She's probably definitely not going to win a point.
Yeah, she got
so
quite badly hurt, I think.
Yeah, well, I hope she's all right, but you could have at least got a point. So we are giving blood on the 26th of November, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yes, I'm not looking forward to it.
In fact, I've actually delayed it. I'm due now to give blood, but I've delayed it until 26th so I can go with you.
Is Nicola coming?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Well, I guilt-tripped her into it earlier in the year, and now she loves giving blood. And I've done the same with you.
She's going to take pictures and put it in the group chat, saying, "Oh, look at this fatty giving blood."
Yes.
Yes. Well,
it's the best way to give to charity, because money can be abused. That's why I don't give money to charity. Money can be abused. Blood can't. Unless there's a vampire working there or something.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's definitely the time of year to be talking about vampires.
Yes. Oh, yeah, it's Halloween tomorrow.
It is. Ooh, are you going trick-or-treating?
No, because I'm not 3 years old. You're going trick-or-treating, though, aren't you?
I am going trick-or-treating with kids.
Are you taking your lightsaber and your Power Ranger sword?
I've got a Power Ranger sword, but I'm not taking that, no.
What are you going to dress up as?
I'm not dressing up. Not this year. No. I did dress up one year when we were in Cyprus. The kids.
I didn't go to the Halloween party.
No. Oh no, there's 2 years in Cyprus then. No, the Halloween party I went as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh God, you're such a nerd.
And then the last year that we were there, the kids really wanted me to dress up because we were walking around trick-or-treating. So I was like, this was last minute. We were like 30 minutes before we were going to go. And I was like, what am I going to do? So I got this hockey mask and I blooded it up. And then I put my old airsoft tactical vest plate carrier on with a vest top underneath, combat trousers and some boots, and I just grabbed a massive Nerf gun and walked around like that.
What
was really good, I used to.
Oh, God.
What?
I didn't know you were an airsofter.
Oh, well, I did. It was only because I had got paintball. And I thought, oh, that's quite good. And someone said airsoft's so much better, which it is.
I've never done it. I've never even been paintballing.
That's because you're scared.
Yeah, I am a bit scared. I'd just hide.
Anyway, back onto the bikes. Talk to me about Moto2.
Moto2, it was a very boring race, if I'm honest.
Right.
But Pedro Acosta could have wrapped up the championship this weekend. I think he had to win, and there was something like he had to score 14 more points than Arbolino, or I can't remember how many points it was. But Arbolino finished fourth anyway, so it goes on to the next round. But he's basically won it.
All right, okay, that's good news.
So yeah, I'd imagine Malaysia will be winning the championship. The only other thing which I wanted to mention was Jake Dixon made the most rookie mistake. He just went in too fast into a corner and just went straight into the side of V80. It was a proper Gran Turismo move. He just rode into
Was it an Alonso Lopez?
It was worse than Alonso Lopez. And what he said about Darren Binder riding dangerously, ban him. It was a bit, he's got to look at those moments when he's calling for somebody else's ban.
Can you remember how far into the race that was? Because I might just watch that bit back.
It wasn't far into it. It was only like sort of 4 or 5 laps.
All right, I might watch that back then because I do like Jake Dixon. I know you're not keen on him, but
I mean he had a shoulder injury as well this weekend, and the way he came off, I thought he's just done himself for the season. But I think he was all right. He seems to get up and walk.
Well, he's not going to win, and he's got his ride for next year with Gas, hasn't he? So
yeah,
yeah. No, okay.
I think that was all that was to say on that, was it? Oh, and I just wanted to make a point that last week in my predictions I picked Sonkiat Chantra to win the race, and you both laughed at me, and he finished third. He got a podium. So
no, we only laughed at you because obviously that's his home track.
Yeah,
and you always pick the person with the home track. But hold on, did he win?
No, he finished third.
Well, there you go then. So your prediction was wrong. So we mocked you for good reason.
Did you pick Firmino Daguerre to win? No, you didn't. So
I picked Pedro Acosta.
But my guess was better than Sam's. I can't remember who Sam picked, but
hold on, who got first then?
Firmino Daguerre.
Right, okay.
Acosta came second.
Oh, well, I was closer than you then.
Yeah, but Chantra came third. I honestly can't remember who Sam picked. Oh, it was Dixon, I think. Dixon, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, well, Sam's shite anyway.
Yeah. Shows what he knows about bikes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
moving on to that kind of pops up Moto2. So do you want me to go through the MotoGP?
Go on then. Go through the main race.
Let me go through the MotoGP. Right. So, Jorge Martin of Pramac claimed victory in a thrilling MotoGP Thailand Grand Prix. A late penalty pushed you dirty pig. I do apologise, listeners. I was just reading that, and Chippy abruptly burped down the mic because he's an absolute pig. I can't believe he just did that. Right, I'll start again, shall I? Have you got any gas left, or
no? You carry on. I'm just watching Arthur.
Right. Groovy. So, Jorge Martin of Pramac claimed victory in a thrilling MotoGP Thailand Grand Prix, but a late penalty pushed Brad Binder to third and elevated Francesco Bagnaia to second in a strategic 26-lap race. Where tyre preservation was crucial, Martin, Binder and Bagnaia battled over the final laps for the win. Martin briefly lost the lead but reclaimed it on the penultimate lap and secured his 4th Grand Prix victory of the season. Binder exceeded track limits on the final lap, dropping him to third and giving Bagnaia crucial points in the championship race. Heading into the final 3 rounds, Martin trails Bagnaia by just 13 points. Marco Bezzecchi finished 4th and Aleix Espargaro took 5th. The race features intense battles, but Martin ultimately sealed his win with tactical brilliance.
You can tell ChatGPT has done that.
Yes, he can. I was absolutely it's his own fault, but I was gutted for Brad Binder because he had an amazing race.
Yeah, I mean, it was a brilliant race between them 3. Going into the last couple of laps, you didn't know who was going to win.
No,
It was a brilliant
it could have been
race.
any of them. I mean, at one point, Bagnaia actually tried to overtake both of them, and he went really
Yeah, did you
wide.
see that around the outside?
Yeah, and I was
And
like,
it almost
I've never seen that
worked.
move before. And it almost worked, but he obviously cut back in front of him. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
No, it was a really good race, and really good to see Jorge win twice as well. You know.
Yeah.
He's really on it. He wants it now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I think
He's hungry for it.
He is hungry. But I was gutted for Brad Binder because it was such a shame for that to happen after that race. It didn't feel right. It didn't sit right.
It was, but I mean, if Bagnaia hadn't been so close to him, he might have got away with it. But because he was only within a half second behind him, they had to put him back to third. At least he's still got a podium, though.
Yeah, true. Something I found
podium.
out before this weekend was that Brad Binder is now mathematically out of a chance of the championship, which means it's definitely going to be Ducati that wins. But I think we already knew that anyway.
Yeah,
but I don't know if
yeah.
Bezzecchi's still in with a shout mathematically.
I don't know.
Not reality, but mathematically,
No.
I think he can still do it. But
But
let's be
it's
honest,
really,
it's a
because
2 horse race.
I really like Bezzecchi.
His time will
I've got a lot
come.
of time for
His time
Bezzecchi.
will
It
come,
will. It
possibly.
will. He's a brilliant racer. Obviously, because he's been bred by one of the best. Well, the best in the world.
One of the best. One of the
Which
best.
is, Valle Rossi.
One of the best, as we said. But yeah, it was just brilliant race between them three, really.
I mean, we didn't really see many other riders because once they broke off to the front, the cameras didn't really pan on anybody else.
The only bit I really remember was Marquez and Bagnaia having a bit of a to-do near the start.
They had a bit
and it
of
got a bit.
yes.
Did Bagnaia sort of like push him out, like literally physically
Bagnaia
push
dropped
it?
back quite a bit at the
Yeah.
start. He was back in like 6th or 7th and even 8th at one point.
Mm.
And he brought it back.
Yeah.
Alex Marquez came off though, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yes,
He came off.
he was
quite
having a good
badly,
race
didn't
up to that point.
He was, yeah, he was.
But yeah, I
It'd be
remember.
interesting to see them together.
I remember Bagnaia pushing Marquez off, like physically bashing into him, and I thought he is going to come back at you now with interest.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he did. It just made me laugh. I love watching that.
yeah. I mean, that first corner, I think in every race there was just bikes flying off onto the green strip on that first corner. I don't think they ever all stayed on the track.
Yeah.
But Thailand was there was a good crowd there as well. There was quite a few people.
They're really good. I mean, if you watch Moto2, when Chantra got his podium, the crowd were just going mental.
I bet
They
they
absolutely love him. And it was
Yeah.
brilliant to see. It was really good to see. But honestly, I'd recommend watching, even if you just watch the end of that race.
Yeah,
Watch
yeah, probably
Dixon's
will.
crash, fast forward to the podium, and it's very good. Everything else, just skip.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think it'll mean for Jorge Martin if he wins this championship? I mean, obviously he's with Pramac next year.
Yeah.
Can you see him getting a factory ride?
I think it depends
Ducati?
next year how Bastianini does. Because I know Ducati, that like the first year that they're in the team, they kind of nurture them and don't expect anything from them. And the second year, I think they want them to deliver. So I think
But
next year...
Bastianini came off again, didn't he? This
Yeah,
weekend?
he's not had a great season, but I think next
It's not-
year, if Bastianini doesn't perform, then he'll be dropped for Martin.
Yeah.
He's got
But then
to be.
also, it depends what Martin does next year as well, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly.
He could have an absolute mare next year, you don't know, do you? Yeah, 13 points in it. It's tight.
I love a championship like this.
Even though this championship is obviously 13 points between them, how many rounds we got left now? Is it 4?
I think it's 4, yeah.
BSB this year was close. That's the closest. BSB, that's the closest I've seen racing championship.
BSB's always good. BSB's the best in the world, and I will not hear any different. BSB is the best motorbike racing in the world. End of.
You should have come. You should have come to Brands Hatch. The atmosphere was amazing. Amazing. It was. Yeah, but like I said, we would love to talk about the other riders in that race, but once they broke away from the pack, the cameras just
didn't really see him.
stuck to them.
Yeah.
But to be honest, you didn't really care because it was a class race.
Yeah.
I mean, they were every lap they were chopping and changing. Brad Binder was getting past Jorge Martin pretty much, and then Martin was getting back past Brad Binder. You know,
it was just class racing.
It was. I think if there'd been maybe a couple of more laps, I think Brad would have got him.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was brilliant racing.
I think, to be honest, if there's a couple more laps, it would have probably all ended in tears at some point.
Yeah, it would have.
It was maybe a good idea. Yeah, I think it's a good job the checkered flag came when it did.
Yes, definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's MotoGP covered.
Yes. Now, I was just thinking, before we go into World Superbikes, should we just sort of do the highlights of World Superbikes? Just maybe the first race, because let's be honest, it's not been a great year, has it, for World Supers?
It hasn't been a great year, but I think we should still talk about I think we're not going to talk about the Super Sport. I think we should just talk about the Superbikes.
Okay.
Just talk about the Superbikes. So, do you want to read out the first one?
Alvaro Bautista secured the 2023 title in style, dominating the race from pole position in Jerez. He took the title with a perfect start, maintaining his lead throughout, and finished 1.195 seconds ahead of his closest rival, Toprak. This win made Bautista the first back-to-back title winner for Ducati since Carl Fogarty in 1999. Razgatlioglu finished second, putting up a strong fight to take the title. Andrea Locatelli took third place. Johnny Ray briefly moved up to second but dropped fourth. Petrucci made significant gains, finishing fifth and keeping his hopes alive in the independent title battle. Other notable results included Philip Ertl in seventh, Rinaldi in eighth after a penalty, Iko Lacona and Xavi Vierge rounding out the top 10.
Oh, so Iko Lacona in top 10, that's pretty good. I like Iko Lacona.
Really. God, I don't know why. I really don't know why.
Class. So, obviously, as everybody knows that's been watching the World Superbikes, I think this has probably been the one that we haven't favoured out this year.
No, it's been the most predictable.
And you know what? If at the start of the year, if they had limited Alvaro Bautista's bike, instead of letting him have, like, I don't know how many races to absolutely run away with it, it would have been more interesting.
Yeah, it would have been.
But obviously they limited his bike a little bit too late. Ultimately, Bautista won. I haven't got anything against Bautista at all. I just would have liked to have seen. I would have just liked to have seen Toprak win.
Yeah, Toprak or Johnny Ray. Johnny Ray first, obviously.
Well, I don't know. I think Toprak deserved to win.
Yeah, he deserves it, but I'd still rather see Johnny Ray win it. But I was listening more about these new rule changes next year, about this minimum rider weight limit thing.
Yeah.
And so I can't remember what the numbers are, but for every kilo underweight that you are, you have to add half a kilo of weight to the bike. Which I don't understand, because then you're still going to be underweight. So if, say it's, I don't know, say 180 kilos in total. Say you're 170, you've got to add 5 kilos of weight to your bike. But then you're still not 180. I don't...
What? Hold on.
I don't get it. Unless I heard it wrong.
When you said 180 and then the rider's 170...
No. That's the total weight of the bike and the rider.
I'm going to say, 170 kilo rider, he's going to be doing about 50.
I'm saying, but you.
Dickhead. Won't be you. You were about fucking 2 stone wet through.
But yeah, it was something weird like that, and I don't really understand it. But it'll be good with these new rule changes next year. I think it'll be a better title battle.
Well, because the thing is, Alvaro is tiny. There's nothing to him.
Yeah,
he's like the Danny Pedrosa of World Superbikes.
Yes, exactly. But saying that, I still think he's going to be the favourite next year, because he's on the Ducati still, and he's the only one of the top riders that isn't changing teams. He knows the team, he knows the bike. Johnny Ray's got to get to grips with the new Yamaha, and obviously Toprak's going to BMW. Don't know what he's going to do there, but
no, I think Toprak is not going to be worried about next year by anybody. I'd like to think he'll do well, but with BMW how they are, they're not very reliable in the sport, and to say that they're one of the fastest production bikes ever, they are naff. I'm afraid. They are. Across the board, they are naff. Unfortunately.
Hopefully they can do something over the winter and give them a class bike.
Because they've got such an amazing bike and it should be doing so much better. So much better. All that power they've got, they should be bloody up there with the Ducatis.
Yeah, they should.
So we'll have to see what happens with that. I think Johnny Ray will get to grips pretty quickly with the Yamaha.
Yeah, I do as well.
Because he's so used to riding a Japanese bike. I think he'll be, I think he'll be all right. And I think Yamaha are going to be like, we need to do something great here because this is Johnny Ray. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll be good.
I would also like to see do well next year, Daniele Petrucci.
Yeah, I'd like to see him have a better year.
He's done quite well this year.
But he has done quite well, but I don't think he's done as well as many people thought he would.
No, I mean, I expected him to do better. He did better the second half of the season.
Yeah.
And he's kind of one of them. He's a little bit, not saying he is Vinales, I'm saying he's a little bit, he's very late race pace on Petrucci. He tends to start quite far back and he moves his way up really well. But I would like to see him do a bit better next year, definitely.
Yeah, I would. He's just missing some at the minute.
And then Rinaldi.
Oh, God, I don't know why he's even there.
No, I don't either. I'd rather give that ride to Petrucci.
Yeah.
Or who is it that I wanted to replace Rinaldi? He was on. Wasn't he on the Super Sport?
Balega?
No.
That is who was replacing him.
Yeah, who was it? He was always up there in about 4th or 5th, like sometimes a podium.
What, in Supersport?
Yeah. I can't remember his name. Because it was him. He was possible in the running for the position. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of World Supers. Yes, I'm thinking of World Supers, but I can't remember his name. Sorry.
Bassani.
Yeah. Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Yes.
I would have liked him to take Rinaldi's ride, but obviously Balega's getting it naturally because he was on the Ducati.
Yeah.
You don't like Balega, do
you? Not massively, no. Yeah, I'd like to have seen Bassani get it.
Yeah, it would have been good.
Did you see Bautista's leathers? His gold leathers after he won?
I've seen a picture. A gold helmet, gold leathers.
I thought it looked horrendous.
It looks awful. Do you know what he looks like? He looks like one of them, when you get like them Lego packs that have a limited edition 24 karat gold top hat man inside it.
No, because I don't play with Lego.
Well, I don't play with Lego, but obviously I've got kids. You don't have kids. Yeah, so basically they did this thing for a while where there was like a 20 solid 24 karat gold character in one of the bags that you could win. And the kids were all going mental about it. And he just looked like that, just like the little Monopoly guy, just like... Yeah, that's what I thought of when I seen it anyway. Yes, yes, it was a bit cringe. What were you doing there?
I was just talking to Nicola through the glass.
Oh, were you?
Yes. She's already going up to bed. It's only 7:30. I'm only jealous. I want to go up as well, but...
Yeah, I won't be having a late one tonight, I don't think, anyway.
No, me neither. As soon as this is done, I'll probably go to bed.
Oh, I'll be watching a bit of Star Wars Rebels, I think. But
or you can watch the Moto2 race.
Nah, watch Rebels. I'm into Star Wars.
No, you've seen that. Just
no, I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this.
Well, you can watch that tomorrow. Watch the Moto2.
Thinking about watching Squid Game again, actually.
I've never seen it.
It's quite good.
Is it?
It's pretty brutal. Anywho.
Anyway.
Should we move on to the Super Bowl?
Do we have to? Can we not skip over this?
No, let's not skip it. No, we need to do these. Come on.
We're just going to have to read out, because obviously we can't expand on it, because neither of us watched it.
That's true, but we can talk about it. Right, so I'll read this one out. Bautista, Malteser. Sorry. Bit of a technical glitch there with my mouth. Bautista had a challenging start, losing positions and nearly colliding with Lowe's. He quickly made progress, overtaking Agata. There was chaos on the final corner, leading to a red flag due to fluid on the track. After the restart, Bautista had a better start but lost ground to the factory Kawasaki riders. He eventually took lead from Agata. Razgatlioglu battled behind Bautista but lost his chances of victory after collision with Lowe's. Ray challenged Agata for third place. Bassani crashed with 3 laps to go, and Agata remained close to Bautista but couldn't make a move. Ray overtook Razgatlioglu but could not catch up to Agata. So that was the Superpole race. Obviously, the main reason why I didn't watch this, one, I was busy, and number two...
Busy?
Well, I was busy. And number
You're
two...
always busy.
I already knew Bautista was going to win, and that's what's made the World Superbike so bloody boring this year.
Yeah. To be fair, I watched... Because while there was still a mathematical chance, I didn't want to end up missing it and knowing that Top Rat won the championship by, like, an absolute miracle. So I thought I'll watch it just in case a miracle happens, but it didn't. As soon as I saw Bautista won it, I just turned it off.
Yeah.
Didn't bother watching it on Sunday.
Red flag due to fluid on the track. It's pretty grim. Kawasaki riders sound like they did well, but yeah, all in all, sounds like it was a pretty good race. But obviously we can't expand on it because we didn't watch it, so we do apologise.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Anyway, race 2.
You're just wanting to go to bed, aren't you? That's all this is.
Get through the World Superbikes because it's so boring, and if I'm bored talking about it, people are going to be bored listening to it.
Read the World Superbike race 2.
Right, I'll try and do it.
Just think how proud Sam will be that we've actually put stuff on here.
The thing is, Sam is sad enough to listen back to it. I rarely ever listen back to these podcasts anymore.
I am going to listen to last week's when I'm on the way down to Yorkshire because I think that'd be quite funny because obviously I screwed up by telling you the race result. Yeah,
you did. Thanks for not doing that this week.
Oh, it's all right. It's I didn't really watch any of it. So.
True. Anyway, let's get through this. World Superbike Race 2. Alex Lowe's was declared unfit for Race 2 after a crash in the Superpole race. Johnny Ray took the lead early on, leaving Alvaro Bautista behind. Bautista dropped to third as Toprak overtook him. Ray had a strong pace but crashed on lap 2, ended his chances of winning. Razgatlioglu held the lead with Bautista trying to catch up. Despite Bautista's attempts, Toprak defended well and ultimately won the race. However, Toprak was later penalised for exceeding track limits, resulting in a position drop. You put Z in penalised, that's very American.
It was ChatGPT, so sorry. So does that mean that Toprak didn't win the race?
Yeah.
Oh, God, so who won? Bautista?
Must have been, I guess. Yeah, looks like it.
Great. Oh, God.
Did you see... I did put this video in our group chat, so you probably haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it. No.
Did you see the video of Toprak standing on his bike?
Oh, I did. Yes,
just going down the straight, just stood up on it. It was so good, that. Imagine if somebody walked out in front of him.
Yeah, it would have been quite funny.
Yeah.
Well, not for Toprak. He probably would have died.
No. But, no, it was quite impressive, that.
So, other than...
Is that done?
You know what? Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't watch it now because that would have just annoyed me. I wanted Toprak to win it.
To be fair, the races sounded quite good.
Yeah, they did.
The championship was done, so...
Do you know what? I might even go back to them and just watch them in my own time at some point. Because we're not going to be able to watch... We will, because after, obviously, MotoGP's finished, there's not going to be any more racing for the rest of the year. So we might go back and watch a race you haven't watched.
I'm going to watch the BSB season review at some point when I'm missing the bikes.
I'm still baffled by that silly season you put in. I am so baffled by that.
Yeah. Well, read what I put in the chat, and it's quite...
Tommy Bridewell going to Honda. Sorry, we're talking about words. Tommy Bridewell going to Honda. What?
Yeah. I mean, Honda, that would be class for them. They've got a right coup there.
They have, yeah.
With Andy Irwin as well. I don't know how that's going to go down.
Has it been announced yet where Lee Bob Jackson's going yet?
Not yet.
All right, okay.
Not yet.
All right, that's fine. I just wanted to know. Just wanted to know if it's been there just to chat about it if he had maybe gone somewhere. But yeah, as it stands, he hasn't got a ride. So.
No, as it stands, nothing's official. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway,
I cooked dinner tonight.
Oh, what did you cook?
I cooked a salmon stir fry.
That sounds really
very good. It was very, very good. We always have salmon stir fry on a Monday, but I cooked it this week and it was brilliant.
I had like a Monday roast, kind of. So it was like I had like pork and apple sausages with a couple of Yorkshire puddings, some mashed potato, some mashed swede, veg, and gravy.
Sounds very nice.
So it was like a Yorkshire bangers and mash.
Yes.
Yeah. Gotta have Yorkshire puds with gravy.
Nicola made some really good Yorkie puds this week. Oh,
did she?
They were good. Yes, very good.
Well, mine weren't homemade. What do you keep looking at?
I was actually just looking at the oven. I don't
Why?
know why. Because I was talking about Yorkshire puddings and that's where they came from. So I was looking at the oven.
Oh, we have talked so much shit this week.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't make your own Yorkshire puddings. The person from Yorkshire that goes on about how proper Yorkshire puddings, and you get Aunt Bessie's.
Right. Can I just...
I bet they're not even Aunt Bessie's. I bet they're like Tesco's own.
They were actually. Well, not Tesco's own. They were like finest ones. But, right. Now, this may shock some people, but I have never actually cooked a Sunday roast in my life. Never. But that's
so you've never done a Yorkshire pudding?
I have never
pancake.
cooked my own Yorkshire pudding, no. I've never done one. Because I've always had a woman in my life to do it for me. And that's not me being sexist. It's just...
You saying that women belong in the kitchen? Is that what you're saying?
You belong in the kitchen! No, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying... You know, growing up, my mum or my nan, you'd go Sunday roast, Yorkshire puddings always be there, and then, yeah, so, I've never had to make them.
Oh, Nicola's were very good this week. They were massive.
To be fair, I've had Nicola's Yorkshire puddings, and they're very, very good. Sounded a bit rude, that, actually.
Yes.
It's alright, Nicola doesn't listen. Or does she listen still?
I don't think so. And to be honest, I think she only listens to see if we talk about her. See if we mention her at all.
Yeah, but she
no,
gets
I'd be
mentioned.
surprised.
Do you know what? She gets mentioned every podcast.
I think Arthur gets mentioned more. My little boy.
That's only because Sam's always saying that he wants it to die.
He hates Arthur.
I know. He's never even
I don't
met
know why,
him.
because he's such a good little boy.
He is.
He's so kind-hearted.
I do love
It was a year
Arthur.
today since you first met him.
I know. That day was amazing. Honestly, when I came round and he was just like so little. Oh,
He was just a tiny little puppy.
he was so cute.
He's the best dog in the world.
Well, except from Jack's. But
Well, no.
anyway.
He's better than Jack. Anyway.
Should we go on to our predictions for the MotoGP for in 2 weeks' time?
I think we should. We'll do them, but obviously Sam hasn't put his in, so we'll probably just have to do them again next week. But just in case one of us isn't here, we can go through ours now.
He couldn't be asked to turn up. Bollocks to it.
Okay, fair enough.
Right, so
I actually
predictions.
haven't written mine in yet, so I'm just going to have to sort of do this on the spot.
Well, I've gone with, for the MotoGP sprint, I've gone with Jorge Martin, because he is the sprint master, and I think he's hungry enough for it.
I'm going to go with Bezzecchi. It's got to be...
That was what I was torn between, to be honest.
It's got to be Ducati, because Malaysia, they've got them two massive long straights before the start-finish line.
That's very
true. It's
true.
just Ducati territory. So I'm going to go with Bezzecchi.
Right. Sam's left his blank, because he didn't even bother to fill it out. So we'll go MotoGP race. I've gone with Jorge Martin again.
I'm going to go with Bagnaia, because I think over a feature race, he's got the brain to do the race, the whole race.
You don't think he's starting to lose his head a bit then?
I don't think he is. I think he's still mentally quite strong. I think he knows, even though he's losing points to Martin, he's still winning the championship. He can afford to lose points, but just not many.
No, that's true.
And obviously that's getting eaten away at. But all he needs is one win and it's back in his favour.
I think he needs to start pushing a bit more in the sprints, though.
He does. He's a bit too safe. He's playing
because he's playing them too safe in the sprints. And if Jorge Martin keeps winning the sprints and then winning the bloody MotoGP race and he's coming second, he's gonna lose it.
He does need to get stuck in, elbows out. He does. Proper stuck in.
Proper stuck in. Moto2. Who are you going with?
Moto2. Come back to me. Let me have a think.
Right. Well, I've gone with Pedro Acosta. I think he's obviously going to win that, and that's gonna. If he wins that, he'll secure the championship, won't he?
Pretty much. I don't know what the difference is between him and Vietti. Not Vietti.
Yeah. What's his name? Abellino, yeah. Yeah, I'm going with Pedro Acosta because he's a safe bet. I'm
going to go to get his first win in Moto2 for about the 10th time this season. I'm going to go with Aaron Canet.
God. Your Aaron Canet. Your Aaron Canet is my Sasaki.
And Sam's Johan Zarco.
No, Sam's Joe Kelso that can't open his eyes. crashes into the back of a bike after the race is finished. Who does that? Bloody Joe Kelso.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for Moto3,
go on.
Who are you going with?
Sasaki. He's got to win one. He's my Aaron Canet.
I'm going to go with Jaume Masia. The Scottish McPhee. The Spanish McPhee.
Masia, yeah. Yeah, he's good. He's very good.
I want him to win the championship.
Yeah. I don't think he will.
I think he will. He's got about a 20-point lead, I think, now.
What, now Sasaki came off?
Yeah.
Maybe he will.
I hope he does. I like him.
Come on, Sasaki. Do you have any questions, Chippy?
No, can I go to bed now?
Yeah, I suppose. To be honest, this week has been a bit slapdash. We do apologise. We have tried our best to put something together, but obviously Sam is the glue that holds us together. We may have given him a lot of shit because he didn't turn up, but Sam really is the glue on these.
This is his train set.
It is his train set.
As he likes to tell us.
Yeah, and we've obviously nicked the controls because he's not here.
Yes. And I would also like to point out I have just finished 4 night shifts. This is my first day off. And
you can't use that as an excuse.
I am absolutely knackered.
No, you can't use that as an excuse.
It's my first night this week in my own bed.
Oh, diddums.
It is diddums.
It is diddums.
I'm very tired.
Oh. Well, do you know what? We've started this and we're going to finish at a reasonable time.
Yeah, it's good actually. 7:45 isn't too bad. I'll go up, clean the teeth, get into bed.
Get into bed on a promise.
I'll probably go straight to sleep, actually.
Oh, dear. And, just before we plug the socials, we're going out on a little date, aren't we?
We are. We're going out for dinner.
We're out for dinner on Wednesday. We're going
a nice Ruby.
Well, for a Ruby Murray.
Yes.
For those of you that don't know what a Ruby Murray is, it's a curry.
Yes.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
Apparently, I was reading it's won awards for being the best Asian restaurant or something in the north of Scotland or something like that. It's got loads of awards. It does look very nice, and it's in an old church.
What are you going to have? What curry are you going to get?
My go-to is a Balti.
Birmingham. Well, you told me it was invented in Birmingham, which I didn't know.
I'm sure it was. I'm going to Google it now. I'm sure it was from Birmingham.
Well, no, because I was speaking to Jono today, and he said the same thing. He said, "Oh, Balti was made in Birmingham."
Yeah,
and he's pretty sure. And he's a Welshman, so he'll know.
Here we go. I've found it now. Birmingham is a culinary birthplace of the famous Balti, invented in the mid-1970s by a Pakistani Brummy restaurateur. Was that how you say it? Restaurateur?
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was designed and manufactured in Birmingham and still is in the Washford Heath area of the city by the Birmingham Balti Bowl Company. So, yeah, I'm having a Balti, bringing out my inner Brummy.
Yeah, having a Balti. Now, I decided to do some Googling on this because I put what curries were made. Because obviously, the curry that we eat is not the same as what they eat in India. It's completely different. It's been manufactured to how we want it.
Right.
And the main British curry is actually the tikka masala. And that was invented by an Indian... what do you call it when somebody just comes over?
Like an immigrant. Is it immigrant?
I don't know if I want to use that word, but
I don't know, and I don't want to get done for racism.
An Indian visitor, an Indian gentleman. He was in Scotland in the 1970s, and he just made the chicken tikka masala, and that's what I always go for. I always go for a tikka masala because I like a sweet curry.
Yeah, I think I've had a few before, and I think I liked it.
But you've got to have it. You've got to have it Madras. You've got to have it the Madras heat, though.
I don't really know curries that well. Do you know what? Sam will be listening to this and he'll be shouting because he's... Oh, I've travelled around the world. I know everything about curry.
I've been to India and they don't put meat in their curries, and that's great because I'm a vegan.
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, actually, it's not vegan because it's got what do they call it? That Indian cheese or the milk? Paneer, that's it. It's got paneer in it, so it's not vegan. Oh, God,
he knows everything, doesn't he? He just thinks he knows everything. He's travelled around the world once, and he thinks he knows it all.
Round the world in 80 days.
Yeah.
Anywho, I think that's time to plug the socials, isn't it? So if you would like to get in contact with us, please do email in. podcast@bigbadbs.co.uk. We are on YouTube, the Big Bad Bike Show, so we'll upload all our podcasts onto there, and every now and again I'll put a cheeky video up. I do need to review my bike, but I'm going to wait until the weather's better next year.
I can't remember what your bike you've got now.
It's a Kawasaki GTR 1400.
Oh, I have seen it, yes.
Yeah, because you said, I thought it was going to be really big, but it actually looks quite good. We're on Twitter, or X, at the Big Bad BS. Sam seems to have a good reign on that. Instagram, the Big Bad Bike Show.
You're supposed to have a good reign on this, and you don't.
No, because I want to say this right now. You and Sam bitched about my posts.
No. We bitched because we couldn't get on there to put stuff on because it was linked to your personal account. So I made one that we could all get on, and now you're just not bothered about it.
Yeah, but the thing is, we've made one that we can now all get on, and neither of you have added to it. So what was the point in that? May as well have just kept it how it was. At least I updated it every week.
Well, update it every week from now.
Don't know. We have a Facebook group, which is the Big Bad Bike Show. Sorry, that's a Facebook page. Facebook group is the Big Bad BS. That's where we get most of our interaction with you guys. There's also a Discord chat, which Sam will be able to shed some more light on because I don't really know how to get onto that. If you want to contact us directly, Sam is on Twitter, X, at the Big Bad Biker. I am on Instagram, the Up North Biker, and Chippy is also on Twitter, X, at Moto2. So I guess all that is to be said now is for us to say our goodbyes. So, goodbye, Chippy.
Goodbye, Ash. I'll see you at the for the curry.
Yeah, see you for the curry. And if I don't see you for a week, I'll see you for a window.
Get off this podcast right now.
See you later, everyone. Have a good one.
Bye.